This is my favorite part, Corwin, of any Minecraft event we've ever done here. Let's meet the teams in-game the same way we just met them.
Absolutely. So we had the team walkouts in person. This is what normally happens in MCC. You can see some teams like to do some fun stuff like Orange. It's a good sign of team chemistry, you know, getting loose before the event. And some teams will just stand there and not move and just hang out. There's Lime. We've gone through so many of the teams so far. 1 minute till we start here. It's going to be super exciting.
A
little bit of celebration.
Going for the crouching. Of course, you got to do that sometimes.
Very nice.
Ooh, the
more crouching.
again.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a little explicit, isn't it?
Come on, guys.
Oh, the slow. I like the slow turn. I'm a big fan of the slow turn.
Checking out the drift.
Oh, the up.
Look at this guy.
Wow.
So coordinated.
That's what you like to see.
They're at a rave, EDM.
I think people like the pink parrots.
Whatever you want. You think they do?
Yeah, I think the pink parrots are a pretty popular team here.
Do you guys like the pink parrots or something?
Listen to that.
Imagine that.
The laser show and fireworks to commence the beginning of the games. Countdown before we are into the dome.
It's going to be great. The bridge is going to extend in 10 seconds here, and then the competitor's going to be able to pick the first game. Count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the hypest part of the whole thing.
It's so great. 10 more seconds till they get launched in here.
All right, are they going to run to the elevator? It is a tradition, as you know, if you watch MCC. I think some are going there. They're going to... Oh,
not enough time yet.
Not enough
time. Too slow. Maybe they'll be faster in the races.
Now, this is an angle we haven't seen.
The strategy here, you want to throw a chicken late so it doesn't have as much time to move around, and you want to throw it high so it takes time to fall.
So you can see people throwing directly at the squares up there, the cubes.
Wow, nobody wants to play Spleef.
Yeah, I guess not.
We have your special agent Lee, and we will kill him if our demands are not met. You have 1 week's time to do so, or you will find his body in a dark alley. Demand 1. We need $200 dono. Collectively in 1 broadcast. Or it's lights out for the agent. 50 subs in 1 fortnight. Or his head is gone. 10,000 bids. Or you wish you would never defy us. You need to hurry, and you need to get going. You better look for help. You better look for other agents, because time is winding down. The time starts now.
Really aware of the map, really aware of the terrain. As the video said, Rocket Sleeve Rush, the map deteriorates. There are different sections you're trying to go through as the game mode progresses. There are also multiple rounds, so take your time in the first round, learn the game mode, get used to the mechanics again. This is going to be a bit weird for some of the competitors playing live, not at their setup, so take this time, breathe, get into the zone, and play this game.
Should be able to. I don't know how to help you with that.
This setup was so different. Oh, are we starting?
10 seconds. Once I die,
10 seconds, we're dropping in.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay, we're starting.
The game is going to begin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Begin.
And they've dropped.
Here we go.
Something I was told to get better at this game is try to keep yourself level with the horizon.
Yes, that is a really good
Yes.
tip. Keeping yourself level. You would be surprised if you stay level how long you can stay up with an Elytra. Something as well to note, every player until a certain point in the game has a boost to get up in case they get too low early on.
Dude, this feels
you can
weird.
see
I don't
Purple
like this.
here taking the time, playing very carefully, just shooting the rocket straight back down, taking his time, making sure to try and get as much air time as possible.
You also have to make sure when you are rocketing the ground that there's nothing above you, because if you hit your head, you lose all your momentum and you're gonna plummet into the sky. I guess down into the sky.
Yes, yeah, you do not want to plummet at all here. You can also see each rocket has 3 charges, so a lot of time here, you will have the opportunity to kind of save yourself, and as you can see, the map is starting to move.
Yeah, so you have to be aware when you see and hear the blinking arrow, that means you gotta get out of there ASAP and start flying over to the next map.
This is an interesting map with water. It can be a little bit weird sometimes with the rocket. Oh,
I think it's glass.
we losing
oh, it
someone
is
here?
glass, you're correct.
Who's your mom like the most?
Water would be so difficult.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Oh, McChill. Poor McChill has fallen and eliminated themselves. Oh, we're starting to lose more. Masayoshi, Ginelli.
Wow, a lot of players
Elena,
falling here.
Gemini.
I played Baldur's Gate all week.
I come home and like
Yes, as the map is starting to deteriorate, we see a lot of people falling and dying into the void.
Yeah, that is going to be unfortunate.
Dave
Oh,
here,
no!
he
that is
doesn't
gonna be really
have his
unfortunate.
rocket anymore, and he is out. Hopefully there's still more of the orange ocelots in there to
Yes.
pick up some
And
of the points.
as the maps get, you know, as you go through these maps, the landing places for you, the new generations end up becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. So it's going to be harder for these players to find the place to land, use their rocket efficiently, especially with so many players still on this platform. Ampharos, feeling very confident, seems to be in the zone here.
So something else I learned is if you kind of bunny hop,
Yes.
you don't have to use your rockets as much. If you can like bunny hop on the roof and on everything else. So hopefully they have used their updraft by now, because they lost it maybe like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, that is a really important thing here. You can see how small this section is compared to past sections, and it looks like pandemonium.
Sneak Snack, Sapnap are out. Sapnap being eliminated by Dark Eyebrows, then Dark Eyebrows goes down themselves as well.
Looks like we are starting to lose a lot more players, but instead of just falling, this seems to be a lot more kills happening now. Awesome dude taking out Fruit Berries.
Half the players now remain. If you make it to the top half, I think that is pretty good.
Yeah, this is solid. Again, this is the first game mode. It's going to be a little bit getting used to everything. Purple feeling very confident. Really good Elytra movement. Staying high. Locating spot. Doesn't get the boost. That is going to be
Red Rabbits are gone. Aqua is gone. Blue Bats are gone.
Down to 10 players here. And again, there's just no room for these competitors. They just have to trust that the arrow will lead them to something. Look how small that platform is.
And it just
Gonna
it
be a
disintegrates
huge boost.
immediately.
It looks like
Life is gone.
he's
Science is
going to
gone.
be
Orange
the
is
last
gone.
player remaining.
I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking.
That is amazing.
A huge, huge boost for the Yellow Yaks there. Again, it's only one game. It's only one game, but being up 250 coins after one round is absolutely huge.
I did kill you. I did kill you, by the way. I did at the end.
Got some replays here. Look how in the zone everybody is.
Yeah.
We got some communication going on.
Round 2.
There we go.
Area 51 map. I believe this is special for TwitchCon.
Oh yeah, Area 51 is right around the corner.
This is gonna be a really cool map. So no player has played this map before. Going to be interesting to see how the smaller levels go.
Everyone's still alive, doing great.
Hi.
Very confident. Pete, a very good Rocket Sleeve Rush player, a very confident movement player. Got 9th, top 10 in the first round. Looking to do better in this one.
That's halftime, so it's like.
Oh,
Shovel 8th in the first round. That's
where am I going?
Yeah.
very strong placement.
Yeah, I saw Shovel went down very, very late in the first
I
round.
didn't even. Oh, it's fast. Yes. I
Lamb
like
is
these.
currently in second.
I love her glasses.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm really high up.
A lot of time here. A lot of time. You can see a lot of players just moving past the section. They don't even need it to get themselves back up. A lot of players starting to feel more comfortable with the rocket boost, the updrafts. Gucky, unfortunately, is going to fall early. That is going to be tough for Purple Pandas, who are in the top 3 right now.
So it looks like everything is disintegrating very, very fast. They have to be on their toes. You kind of have to be like one map ahead. Even.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be tough for JoJo. Does land on the one section. That was a really clean movement. JoJo's movement has been great. Fruit, another really solid movement player.
Pink Parrot's already out.
Oh,
no.
Pink Parrots are gone.
That's going to be tough. Red Rabbit's in 9th.
Oh,
Fruit
Fruit
gonna try and
Berry's
change that.
whacking someone in midair. That's actually a very smart thing to do, because if they just fall, you get the credit for that kill.
Absolutely, absolutely. That can be a strategy you see. Illumina off the map. Less than half the players remain. We're down to 1 UFO in this section now. Huns.
Huns doing quite well.
Feeling good. Seems to be in the zone here.
Updraft.
No more updrafts.
Updraft is gone in 10 seconds though, so if they're not using it,
Yeah.
they're gonna lose it. Use it or lose it, as they
This
say.
is going to be the time as Cyan is out. Cyan is out. Blue in 9th.
Yeah, Rambu being the last one there on
Captain
Cyan.
Sparkles finding very nice places to use the rocket. New section loads. What is the
He's
floor?
going
Why
straight-
do I feel
oh
like
my
this is going to be a
God.
bit awkward?
Oh.
Should be okay. Very
Great
strong
rocket jump by
movement.
Captain Sparkles. You know, he was telling me he was not feeling very confident with Rockets Bleed Fresh today.
That was great gameplay though. That was
But
great
he's doing
gameplay.
so well.
He's doing great. We're down to 10 players. This is going to be tough. H-Bomb gets the elimination on Kratzy. Look at how small this platform is. This is going to be
Owen,
so hard.
Olive Orange is now eliminated.
Some
Purple
players-
took them down and then was eliminated himself.
Look how tight 2nd to 4th is right now.
This is
yeah.
really, really close. Punch trying to help his team.
Oh,
Blue Bats currently in 8th.
that's a
If he's
complicated
able to live
map.
long here, this is going to be huge for the Blue Bats. Very, very strong positioning, being one of the first players to get to each section,
Oh, yeah.
making sure he has land.
Yeah, Punz is in an amazing spot. He's trying to predict where the next map is going to be.
Very good use of Elytra to gain speed there, move past the other players. JoJo's still alive too.
Oh, I see someone going down there.
Oh, Captain
Sparkles gets eliminated.
2 players left.
Lasted until the top 3. That is very, very good.
Yes, it's just down to JoJo and Punz.
JoJo versus Punz here. There is going to be a time where they cannot land on any more land.
Now this is going to be really tough here.
Who has the
It looks
altitude?
like JoJo might be done for.
JoJo is down. The winner this
And
second
that's going to be
round
Punz.
is Punz.
Huge.
Let's hear it for Punz.
Punz staying alive there was massive. Blue Bats was really, really low. They were, I think, 8th, and Punz living, winning that game, got them all the way back up to 5th.
Oh, Elena got some words to say.
Hyping up her teammate. Huge.
We go into round 3.
Yep, 3rd round dropping in 1 second, and they're off. Look at this cute little village. Oh, so nice. Too bad it's going to be destroyed by their rockets.
Poor villagers. They deserve better.
Oh, that tree's getting demolished.
Oh, yeah. Not a lot of room early on this map.
I don't have
You
to
can see
yet.
some players
I'll
like
keep that in
Illumina,
mind,
that's
though.
really smart, going off the top of the tree there, having as much height as possible.
Yeah.
Not even going to have to worry about, I would say, the next 2 to 3 platforms, or is just going to be able to go right on top of this tree again and have a huge opportunity. Scar.
Usually the
Feeling good.
Scar doing very excellently. Oh, nice rocket jump. The 3rd round is usually going to be the quickest. 'Cause
Yes.
It's just going to go bam, 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 bam towards the end.
A lot of players feeling much more confident at this point into the game. Less room.
Oh,
you might see a little
JoJo.
bit more action.
You see
is
JoJo was
gonna
eliminated by
Punz.
Punz.
That is huge.
Punz is like,
much
it's
always
not
what it
enough
is.
that I beat you. I gotta kill you too.
Look at Owen's round placements. 2 top 10 finishes so far, but that means Top has to use the updraft there.
Has to use the
Very
updraft.
good use of it. It is okay to use the updraft in a situation like that. It's always better.
Oh no,
Captain
Sylvie.
Puffy eliminated by Sylvie.
That is going to be tough.
Yeah, hate to see it.
S Major looking for his first top 10 finish. That's going to be tough.
No.
Loses out. Exploded
Drops.
right before.
Just drops right under him.
Wow.
That happens.
That is going to be unfortunate. Look at how little room.
Yeah, you have to plan ahead. You gotta just keep going ahead.
Oh, Fruit wasn't able to get the boost. Sunweb stole it. And that's going to be it for Fruit. We're down to 10. We're down to 10 already.
And
Yep.
I think 3 of them are still yellow yaks. They
Wow.
are quite the lead here.
Yellow Yaks has been dominating this round. A very strong team.
Oh,
It looks like
who is that? Is that Puns up
potentially
there?
3 people. I think it's Puns.
As Puns and Frost, and who is that?
To your left, keep going.
It might be, I think it is a Lime Llama player. It might be Shadoon. Oh, huge rocket play from Puns. I don't know if that paid off.
Puns is on
But that
top
was a
of this.
really, really good play.
Oh,
I
it's
think it did. I think he knocked off Shadoon with that.
Cupfan doing phenomenally. Puns trying to break it before Cupfan can actually land. Good strategy.
This might be it. I think Puns is going to be able to get a second win here. A huge performance. That was absolutely massive. Flubats making it to the top 3 off the back of Puns. Unbelievable. 2 first-place finishes in the first game.
That is huge. Puns has got me feeling really good right now.
That's a huge, huge confidence boost. That is such a good way to get into the game, feel yourself out in the first game mode, and just be ready for the next games to come.
What a round.
And great performances from the Yellow Yaks. They
Incredible.
were first by, I believe, over 500 coins, which with no coin multiplier is unbelievable.
They had a majority of the players in the top 10, I think, every single round.
Yeah. When most of your players are just pretty good, you don't need to get first place.
Michael Mick! And it seemed to be a really all-around performance. You know, we saw Awesome Dude one round, we saw Jordan another, Cupfan in the last. Just a whole team effort from Yellow Yaks.
They're just all good.
What a point, like Puns wins 2 of the 3 rounds, and yet Yellow Yaks ahead by 500 points.
Exactly.
Incredible.
That's why MCC is primarily a team tournament.
Incredible stuff. So we take a look at the replays of the matches, the rounds we just watched. And it was incredible to watch how much the newer players improved just from rounds 1 to 3.
Yes.
Yeah, once you get the hang of it, you shake off all that rust, you can really start performing a lot better.
This is great. This last round was absolutely wild. I just love in the later rounds when there's just no room. There's just no room for anyone.
I just got killed.
Wow.
Right under you. That hurts every time.
It's second. Let's go, Cobb. Let's go, Cobb.
And here you can see the scores after round number 1. The Yellow Yaks on top. The Lime Llamas going to be just behind them, but nipping at their heels. The Blue Bats right now in 3rd.
Interesting to see that the Green Geckos actually had the most elimination coins, but it goes to show that just survival in a game like Rocket Sleep Rush is all that matters. You really want to be aware of your surroundings, aware of your positioning. Yep. Being kill happy in a game like this just isn't the way to go.
Yeah, kills are definitely an afterthought in this game. Like, if someone's right next to you, sure, punch them, but you really just want to live above everything.
I mean, but he also clears out the space. They no longer can earn those points, right? It's not as much that you're earning the points by getting the elimination, but you're denying the survival points from the other team,
that
right?
as well, yeah.
That's a good way to think of it, yes.
But still difficult. It's trying to manage the Rockets there, folks. What a difficult point of strategy these teams have to work through. But they now need to forget about it, because we're not playing that mode ever again on this competition, maybe in the future MCCs. So that mode will be eliminated. We'll go through that entire process again if you're new to the MCC, just with only 5 games now, and the coins will be worth more.
Yes, it'll be worth a 1.5 times multiplier for this next game. Super excited about that, and it'll go all the way up to 3 times coin multiplier by game 6.
That'll be crazy, folks. All right, we told you about the chativity scores, and you guys have been doing things to earn channel points here, and we can take a look at the board right now. Right now, Jack Manifold's chat is in first. Congratulations to Jack.
Interesting, because he's not
on the stage, but you know.
He's not here.
Oh, I'm being told that is not true. But right now, Rambo looks like he's in second, so congratulations to Rambo here.
And it's quite the lead, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
500,000.
Over Shadoon.
And remember, keep in mind, it's not how many people you have, but the percentage of your chat that is
being active.
That is being active, exactly.
Exactly. So make sure you're chatting, following. You're just earning channel points right now is the way to boost your channel's chativity score. So if we want to see your channel, if your favorite streamer wasn't on that list, hey, that's up to you, okay? I'm excited to see, I wasn't paying attention during the first Decision Dome as to whether they were out there petting the animals in the lobbies.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
The streamers can also boost the score.
Yeah, that's a huge part. I want to see what streamers are taking that the most seriously. Maybe that's why someone like Rambo or Shadoon are in the top 2 there, just taking it more seriously with petting the animals.
For sure.
So can we pet the animals here in person? Will that help?
Do we get a chativity score?
I think you're welcome to. They're right there, folks. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, round 2 of the MC Championship live from TwitchCon Las Vegas. Welcome back to TwitchCon here, folks. During the break, fists were thrown between Foolish and Tubbo.
Oh.
Well, what is this about?
Oh.
Wow.
You know, I didn't expect Tubbo to come out on top.
I didn't think Tubbo was going to win that one.
I don't think that's allowed in MCCs. I'm not 100%, but
We'll have to get a referee's
Yeah.
ruling on that one, folks. Before we move on, chat, you have a chance to grab a TwitchCon deal for Gillette Intimate right now. Click the Gillette channel skin around the video player to unlock 20% off the Gillette Intimate men's trimmer for below the waist. That's $12 off this dermatologist-tested grooming tool from America's #1 most trusted men's grooming brand. This deal is only around until the 22nd. You can click the Gillette channel skin now to get yours today. So, one round down, 5 to go here for our MCC Twitch rivals. You can see the Purple Pandas getting locked and loaded there. And we'll see. The Yellow Yaks are current leaders. Very strong in the Spleef Rush, but again, the modes are going to continue to become more and more valuable. Would you say that this is probably one of their stronger modes and that they're maybe going to struggle later on?
honestly, I was very surprised about their performance in a game like Rocket Spleef Rush. It is very, very mechanical. Usually you want to have like someone like Puns where you have one player kind of dominate the way Puns did. It's very interesting that all of them were able to really pull their weight and all really do great in all of their individual rounds. So I think it's a really good sign for them in game modes that they might not have been as confident about, that they can be a really strong movement team or a really strong PvP team. And I think that is the biggest thing, just the confidence going forward.
Kara, for the teams that struggled in round number 1 here, as we're looking forward to round number 2, how do they reground themselves?
Well, usually, if I'm on a team that does badly in the first round, we say, it's all right, guys, we got this out of the way first on purpose. We knew we were bad at this. We gotta wait till the later games where we're going to actually do well, and the modifiers are really gonna help us out.
The people in chat, competitors trying to convince each other.
They want
It gets wild.
Puns
And it looks
wants
like
Grid Runners.
the pink parrots got dumped by Impulse.
Oh,
That's a little rude.
weird dunk. Yeah, weird dunk. What was that about?
Okay, for the people who don't watch MCC very often, what does dunking mean?
So what happens is some teams, depending on if you don't do so great or just randomly in the previous round, you get an item to help yourself out or help your team out in the next vote. And it looks like this vote is actually going to be tied.
Oh.
And it is going to end up being Grid Runners, which is a very team-based game.
Oh. This is what Puns wanted.
This feels like
This is very interesting.
This is the antithesis.
Welcome to Grid Runners, and here's how to play.
Grid Runners is a cooperative communication game where all teams are split into their own individual lanes. Teams must work together to advance through 8 rooms featuring various challenges, and then make it to the finish line faster than the other teams.
Each challenge room's goal is a secret and is revealed when the team first enters the room. These challenges can test anything from speed to communication to puzzle-solving skills. Coins are given to teams based on how quickly they finish each room compared to the other teams, and their team's placement in finishing the entire course.
Let's play Grid Runners.
So unlike Rocket Spleef Rush, where the teams are trying to sabotage each other the whole time, this one, it's entirely up to you and your team to beat the other teams.
That is correct. It's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of just working together, making sure you have a plan for each room, which they actually don't know which rooms they're going to get.
Yeah, it's entirely random. There could even be some new games. That could totally be the case. I think in this game, a team like Aqua Axolotls is going to do phenomenal. H and the Hermits, great team chemistry. I think I have big, big expectations for them today.
I completely agree with that. I think, so you want like a general idea of how the mechanics in Minecraft work in this game. So those who have played Minecraft for a long time are probably going to do well.
Absolutely. You can see every team gets a launch. It looks like Yellow had a very strong moment.
Okay,
We're starting with golf. You'll hear a lot of communication between the teams
Somebody's in
in
here.
this
Somebody's in
round.
here.
Very, very important. You can see.
Okay, Captain Sparkle, they're gonna hit you.
Looks like Amphros is going to be
Captain, I'm gonna hit you once.
in-game
That
leader.
That is amazing.
And that was incredibly
God.
clean.
That was the fastest. And they only got in third.
Wow. Every team did phenomenal. Look at 7 teams already.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
You did
I'm going
really
one
well.
left. All right, sorry.
So for this one, you have to complete the
Nice.
painting.
Okay, put all your stuff in. Put all your stuff in, and then pass it
So
along.
you only get a couple of the blocks you need. So you need to fill in what you have and pass the rest to your teammates.
Okay, Cap, I'm gonna
This
give you
is going to be very
everything
interesting.
I have here.
The
Use that and give
communication
it all
here is
back
going to be
me
so
when you're done.
crucial. Every piece of information is vital. Even if you don't think
pass
you have to
everything once
say
I'm
it, you
done.
should still say it anyway,
Yep.
because you want everyone on your team to be on the same page.
I'm done with my. I'm done. I'm
Amphros
done. I'm
already
giving
done.
everything to him
Passing
here.
the rest
This is
to his
really,
teammates.
really well done from Yellow
Behind you.
Yaks. You can see
Passing it
the
down.
items have to go through multiple different players to get all the way to the end to Cubfan. And it looks like most of the players here are done. They are going to finish first ahead of the
Yellow
Orange
was
Ocelots.
first.
Another team that is going to do very, very well in this.
We got Captain Sparkle's perspective right now. They have to shoot the targets. However, everyone has a different perspective. So you have to communicate, like, I don't see one on my side. Do you have one on your side? Can you shoot it? Can you shoot it faster, please?
Exactly. There's a lot of different things. Yellow, again, first to finish city targets. Huge. Building a little bit more of a lead on Orange as we go through, but red as well, right behind. 1, 2, 3.
So we have Cyan still doing the targets. But you know what is interesting about this game? It doesn't matter who finishes first overall. It more matters how fast you do each individual room.
I'm so good at this game.
That is really important. You could see Light the Lamps is going to be up next here. This is a very interesting game. It's important to just find ways to get into nooks and crannies on the map to have the best place to light all of the lamps. Most of them are just lever flips. You could see Illumina doing a lot of the harder parkour.
Nice.
Hitting someone on the way down.
Jump. That was fantastic.
A lot of stuff. You can see another one on top of that yellow that hasn't been lit yet. That might be a problem.
I don't know if they know how to get up there.
That might be a problem.
Yellow Yaks completed first again.
Oh, Yellow
Wow,
Yaks.
City
Oh my
Lamps
God.
done.
Yellow Yaks.
But now Red Rabbits is in second.
second.
Maybe the fight for Tubbo.
Nicely
Let
done,
out some
Tubbo.
energy.
We're in last place. Okay.
You got to break through
Clear
that.
all of the leaves. Shears. With Shears, you can insta-break, make it very easy. You do not want to get blown up by a creeper.
Yeah, you won't die and like be eliminated, but you do have to actually like respawn.
It will be a time loss for sure if
Yeah.
you do get blown up. You can see a lot of players, very strong movement, just running past them. You don't really have to deal with them. Just make sure you're not standing too close. And it looks like Yellow trying to finish up here. Cub trying to hit a difficult jump. And it looks like Yellow still in the lead.
First again.
Being the first still.
And we still have
Super
people
strong.
finishing the city lamps. There's a lot more of a difference in timing now.
This is one of my favorite Grid Runner mini games. This is going to be, you have to collect the items, you have to craft things from the items. This is where, as Carr was saying,
God damn it, it's happening. I'm still, conscious. I'm not drinking anything else later on. So let's see what happens. I'm at the Beach Mouse. Yeah, that's what they do. They fucking IRL stream once a year when it comes to like TwitchCon and shit. It's like, oh, okay. But if I see like someone like, important.
you need to know about Minecraft. You need to know drops what. It might be a lectern or something.
Who have iron? Okay, we need to. Is this melting right now?
I can't see it.
It is. I'm gonna put some wood in.
Important, you can see
There's one
crafting the
iron
iron for the
here.
minecart.
We need more-
crafting the
we need
iron
more
for the
iron.
lantern as well. Looks like they
yeah,
got whatever
finished
item it was.
Is that enough for? I think.
Pink Parrot's finally finishing city lamps. Oh, still checking it out, trying to see what else they need.
It's just going to be the iron smelting here, I believe, for Yellow Yaks. And unless another team managed their iron smelting better, I think Yellow Yaks is still going to be the first team to complete this as well. Although Orange and Red are still very close, and Blue Bats in fourth.
Creepers are getting a very high KD.
They are dominating. They could be a top 10 player by the end of the event.
Grabbing iron.
Iron seems to be the snag for a lot of these teams here. Grabbing some gold as well.
Oh,
Just
can you
waiting.
see the other
And it looks like
side?
Red is now in the lead. Managed the smelting better. That is really, really crucial. It looks like Orange is just about done as well. I think just needs one more item here.
We need it for the minecart. Okay.
Looks like they just need the minecart.
Oh,
Yellow
Yellow
done.
got it in second. That is still very good.
Still very good, but Red Rabbits does, I would say, have about a 20-second lead. That might be enough to carry them all the way to the end here and finish everything first.
All right, Masayoshi determines that he has nothing else to do here. He is waiting at the exit.
Teamwork at its finest here.
Oh, Blue passes Orange here.
Spider trying to go through the door here. Blue is going to pass Orange. That's actually huge. And Purple's going to pass Orange.
Finally,
Now Orange is finally going to get there. This is a very tough section.
Oh yeah,
so
this is really hard.
it's another shoot the arrow section, but you have to be moving. You're falling down. The targets are just absolutely everywhere. You have to fall down. Honey and Red is going to finish it first. Great performance.
Yellow right behind at second. Only a couple seconds off.
Yellow made up a lot of time there. That's going to be huge. And there's only 2 rooms left. This could be a very, very tight race between Yellow and Red. Light the lamps. Another Light the Lamps here. Same concept. This one seems to be a little bit of a maze. 2 players on top. trying to guide the 2 players on the bottom here.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 players have to press the yellow and the pink buttons to open that door, or the orange and the blue buttons at the same time.
Yes, that does seem to be the case. Seems like there's a lot of communication happening on the red side.
I love this perspective.
This is really cool, yeah. And it seems like they're a little bit stuck here.
Yeah, I think
Still
there's
only 2.
There's a little bit of a miscommunication here.
This is a little bit unfortunate.
They're trying to say,
for red.
press the blue, get on the blue. It's orange and blue. It's orange and blue, not yellow and blue.
And now there's so many teams that
And
are
they
in
just
the
switched
7th
again.
room. Yellow Yaks have 4 lit, getting through. Being very careful here, going through one by one. I really like this. Not trying to do both players at the same time, just focusing on one at a time, focusing on this one end section here. And they're gonna get this light. And then they actually might be able to finish this room first. I would say they're the favorites here.
I think so too. They're alternating in a very, very efficient way.
This is really nice.
I need red and green. I need red and green now.
Good communication from Ampharos. Again, seems to be the team leader for this round. Really, really strong communication.
It's also very imperative.
And they're done.
They did it.
They're the
That
first
was
team out, but Blue is
so
right
fast.
behind.
Let's go.
Blue is
Blue could have
really
a great
caught up.
performance here. It's all going to come down to this final room. Hannah in the zone. It's just going to be the race to the finish.
It's gonna be blue versus yellow. Who's gonna be the first one across the finish line?
And it looks like
is
it's going to be Yellow Yaks. Back-to-back first place finishes in the 2 game modes for Yellow Yaks.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, that's true.
We have to
That's
tally up
actually
the
true.
actual points. So just because you finish the entire course first doesn't mean you're gonna be in first place. It really helps.
Yes,
but
it helps a lot, and they were, I think, just because of how strong their early game was.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna do really
it might
well.
seal the deal, but you're right, it is not set in stone. And it looks like Purple's gonna get 3rd here. That is huge. Red Rabbit's still really struggling in this room. Orange is gonna get 4th.
Force, go to green.
And it looks like Green
Wait, no, stay
finishing
on
up
red,
here.
stay on red.
Cyan, Green, Pink,
Perfect.
Red all in the same room.
Okay. I'm staying on green, staying on green. Okay.
And it looks like Orange here gonna finish.
there goes Orange, 4th to complete the entire course.
And Red Rabbits finally are able to get out of Rat Race.
That was a long route
I'm
for them.
sure they are very happy to leave and just run to the finish here.
Finally, we're out.
Tubbo is the opposite of happy right now.
Yeah, I would
He's
Really, what does he look like?
He is head in his hands.
That was a very, like
Hands
we're
in the
saying,
air.
Grid Runners is just so communication based. You just have to be on the same page. If you're not, it's going to be really hard.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention, you gotta communicate well.
Rambo, very excited.
We did it, guys.
Great performance.
Good stuff.
Yellow and blue. And stay on it, stay on it.
Okay. Come back.
Lime finishing up here.
Orange and pink.
Okay.
I thought Lime might have a little bit of trouble with communication because everyone speaks so many different languages on this team.
for sure. But think about it this way. The games that they are probably more confident with, we're going to see much later on.
That is very true.
So they could have a really big resurgence in
Yeah.
the later rounds. Green going to be
Geckos
8th.
Finishes 8th.
Only 2 teams left.
Lime done.
You always want to be able to finish.
We're
Looks like
just waiting for
Lime is out.
Aqua.
The Aqua.
Yeah, this is the end.
We both thought Aqua was going to have a
We
really
did.
strong
We thought
performance.
Aqua was gonna do really well.
Surprising performance here.
Good job, guys.
Going to be tough, but they are going to finish. Every team is going to finish. That is going to be huge. The final race through for the Aqua Axonauts. Make some noise for them.
Let's go, guys.
And there we go.
Everyone is done.
It's paying right now to be a warm-colored team.
It is.
They're
This
doing
right
very well.
side is really doing well.
That was almost like a full rainbow spectrum of like red, orange, yellow, ending with green, lime, blue on the bottom here. But no, I'm curious to see what Tubbo has to say. The moment the game typed, he typed some naughty words in chat and then was standing up and throwing his fists around. So
not a fan.
We'll see. We'll see what happens there, folks. But the teams are getting ready, and there's been one team that has been dominating from beginning to end for both of our first 2 events. Don't worry about that, folks. Necra is standing by with Captain Sparkles.
Yes, I am. I'm here with one of the players on the Yellow Yaks, Captain Sparkles. You guys are ahead of the competition right now. You've gotten first in both of the games so far. So is your confidence just through the roof right now?
Yeah, no pressure to keep this up. We were hoping to get the PvP games done first, so these we felt were stronger games for us. So it'll be challenging to keep this up in Meltdown and Sky Battle. We'll try our best, but those are what we're concerned about. So we'll see.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you saying is that you did really well at the games that you were hoping to do well in, but the next few might be a little bit tricky. So what is the strategy heading into the next few if you're not as confident?
That's a great question. If I knew that, I'd be way better at PvP. But I just try not to choke. I'm going to be dealing with a little increased sensitivity when trying to craft in Sky Battle, so I got to try to be very precise with my mouse movements.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, but I feel like you have a fantastically stacked team behind you, and you know it's a team effort when it comes to MC Championship. So how are you feeling playing with your teammates?
I mean, they're doing a great job carrying me. I'm just along for the ride. So yeah, the leadership really has been great so far. And Ant Frost was thinking he was going to do terribly in Rocket Spleef, and then he absolutely crushed it. I don't know what he's talking about. So maybe just the games where he doesn't feel confident, he's going to end up just getting first. So I think we're in good shape there.
False sense of security, and I think you have to give yourself a little bit more credit than that as a part of your team too. So I just want to wish you the best of luck with the rest of the games, and do you have anything you want to say to your fans?
Thank you all for watching. It's good to be here. This is such an awesome event, and I hope you all have a great time if you're here in person. And thanks for tuning in if you're here on the broadcast.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Captain Sparkles, and good luck. Waypunk, back to you.
Okay, so we're hearing that there's maybe a chance that the early leaders are going to have problems later on when the games are worth more.
He literally beat me to my point. That was something that I did want to touch on. This team is very, very team-based. Like, they just communicate so well, but don't sell them short. Antfrost and Awesome Dude are very, very strong PvPers. I could see them doing very well in the later games as well, and there's still a lot of movement games where it's just anyone's game.
Well, we'll see how they do, folks. They got to play through the games. Let's take a look at the highlights there from the Grid Runners we just had. 0 PvP in this mode, but just all the competition, folks. Incredible mode.
Hey, jump.
And now I need to hit you there.
Great stuff. Every team did amazing in this golf round. There were so many teams you could see just finish so quickly. And then this crafting one, very difficult, but a lot of teams handled it very, very well.
It seemed like Rat Race really was the one that was the hang-up, was the difference maker in this mode.
That one had, I think, the most communication required of all of them. So yeah, that would definitely be the one that knocks people.
And these creepers, they put on a show for sure.
The creepers had more kills than anyone else.
Very difficult. Shoot the arrows section here. Red did a phenomenal job here. And it was just really unfortunate that they just got stuck. They just got stuck here. And it gave the opportunity for Yellow Yaks to really finish and end up first. Ampros absolutely hyped.
Look at this. We take a look at the overall. This is the game results here, folks. This is just from that round there. 2,400 coins earned by the Yellow Yaks. 400 more than the Blue Bats in second.
And they already had a 700-point lead after game one. So as you can see, they have over 1,000-point lead going into the last 4 games. But as we said at the beginning, the top 2 teams are the ones that make dodgeball. So it is still anyone's game. You could see the top really other 3 teams, 2, 3, 4, are all within 500 points of each other. Red and Cyan aren't too far from that as well. It is so early still, and the coin multipliers at the end are going to make a massive difference.
They're going to make a big difference, folks, as we continue on through the tournament. But for now, chat, Guessing with Duncan is finished for the day. Check out the Duncan leaderboard to see your placement. A friendly Twitch staff will reach out to confirm prizes for the top 10 scores, and you can come back next Twitch Rivals for your chance to play and win. And chat, it's time for a Duncan run. With a limited time, get a $1 donut, a $2 stuffed bagel minis, and a $3 sausage, egg, and cheese for your medium or large coffee purchase. Terms apply. America runs on Duncan. A shout out to this Duncan team as well for the awesome Twitch Rivals and Duncan gaming chairs our streamers are using throughout TwitchCon weekend. These limited edition chairs are a symbol of our long-standing and continued partnership with the official fan fuel of Twitch Rivals. Twitch Rivals runs on Duncan. All right, folks. We've got many, many more things coming down the pipe here as we are going to be getting ready for Game 3. And we'll see again. So there's tell me more about these boosters, these middle for the teams like the Axolotls that didn't quite pull off the run they wanted there. As we go into the Dominion or the Decision Dome, they're going to have some advantage here?
They could. It is a little bit random, but they will probably have one. My two favorite are you can just dunk a team. You just decide a team to dunk. You do have to aim, so sometimes there may be a little bit of a miss. You can even dunk yourself, which is not ideal at all. And then there's also one of my favorites is the Mega Chicken. It is a character that is just dressed as a chicken. It counts for multiple votes, and it can be a huge swing factor for these games.
Can the Mega Chicken move around at chicken speeds or people speeds?
It's people speed.
Okay.
But another one is you can actually put yourself in there, trade places with a chicken. So you can punch chickens out of wherever you want and punch chickens into the game that you want. And that has swayed the result so many times in MCC.
That
and you
sounds
can
like the
see
most
here,
powerful one.
a lot of teams given an item randomly chosen for a lot. We're seeing more teams get these as we go longer here. And we'll see, here's George with an arrow. I believe that will dunk a team. We'll see if he decides to use it.
Can they save it for future rounds?
It is the dunker. I do not think you can save it for future rounds. He's looking.
What are you going for?
Oh.
Lime.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Nope.
A lot of suspense here.
You gotta do it soon, man.
Yeah, he's waiting a little too long. And then
he dunks
themselves! Oh, no!
George, what was that?
That is really unfortunate.
Exactly what we said has come to pass.
That would be tough.
Of anyone, it would be George, wouldn't it?
And what is it going to be? It's going to be Ace Race. Wow, okay. A very heavy movement game for the third game.
So I know Yellow Yaks really like Ace Race.
I think.
And zooming in out of nowhere, it's Ace Race. And here's how to play.
Ace Race is a racing game where players will have to run, jump, swim, and glide their way through an intense obstacle course. Throughout, there are various movement-based power-ups players can use to traverse the map.
Speed pads, which give a small boost of speed. Launch pads, which propel players forward. Jump pads, which allow players to leap higher. And aquajets, which shoot players through the water at incredible speed.
The players must complete 3 laps within the time limit to earn coins. The higher a player places, the more coins they earn for their team. But be careful, if a player doesn't finish within the time limit, they earn no coins for this game.
Let's play Ace Race.
All right, so 3 laps around the same circuit. You've got to try and find the fastest path as you go.
Yes, there's some shortcuts that are a little bit more challenging. You can see, actually, if you go through this, I guess, gnome, I don't know what it is, but if you go through the legs, you have a bit of a shortcut. You can see the boost pads. There's a bunch of different boost pads. Yellow, you go faster. Red, you jump. There's a bunch of stuff like that. You do not want to step on soul soil or soul sand, I believe, is the one that slows you down. And yeah, it's 3 laps. We're going to see a lot of individual strong movement players do very, very well in this.
Yeah, and like with every other game, your team score means a lot more than if you just have one person that's first and everyone else is dead last. So I know that Yellow Yaks specifically, a lot of them, Ace Race is their favorite game.
Yeah, I know Antfrost specifically a very strong movement player. Do not count out Captain Sparkles or Cupfan though. Here we go. The racers are off. Fruitberry's off to a strong lead.
So already you can see people taking some various paths. Some go straight down the middle, some go to the right or the left to get those bounce pads.
Yes, you can see, we're gonna see a lot of variation. Some players might feel more confident with the Trident, some players might feel more confident with the jump pad. Fruitberry's a great person to watch as one of the best movement players of all time is going to be doing a very, very strong job. You'll see underneath on the ice, very strong movement. Going to take full advantage of the bounce pads and making sure to shift when they go underneath the ice platform.
Yeah, you can try and you just
Owen is in second, which is fantastic.
Yeah, really strong from Owen to keep up with Pete and Fruit here. Pete, another very strong Ace Race player. Owen doing phenomenally well to keep up with these players early on.
The water section is the only section that
really clean there through the very hard underwater movement. He made it look easy.
We are neck and neck right now for first place.
Yep.
This is Shadoon, purpled, I believe I saw as well.
Yeah, purpled in third right now.
A lot of players you'd expect.
Purpled and Shadoon, Owen, all of them fighting for second place at the moment.
Yeah. As we get farther on this first lap, we're going to start to see a little bit more shortcuts. You could also see this loop, this hoop, I guess, is the start of the Elytra section, where you will have the Elytra you can fly through. Similar to Rocket League Rush, you want to have really, really clean movement with the Elytra. You can see some players skipping through. Owen actually in first, very slightly in front of Fruit, but Fruit taking a different path here.
It is really anyone's game right now.
Yeah. Owen, the boost pad ended up working out very well.
Yeah,
Quick
right
little shortcut here.
Even small, minute mechanism details here are going to put you way in first or back into second.
Absolutely. So he's still very close. There's not just one person absolutely dominating. Pete actually in first by 2 seconds, which is quite a lot. We are going to see a shortcut here probably from Pete. I would be surprised if we don't see it. He's actually not going to go for it. He's just like, I'm in first. No reason to go for it.
What the
Goes
fuck
up.
is that? Okay.
Very strong. Purple did use the shortcut though, because that's why he's only half a second behind Pete now.
Yeah, if you're in second, you have to use those shortcuts.
Oh, a little bit of flip just like that. Purple is right there.
He trips his little toe on that one ledge, and that is what put him into second. He is catching up though.
Small things like that. Oh, that was so close from Purple. Almost missing out, and the first lap is done.
They are neck and neck.
They are. Again, these are really strong Moon players. Shadoon, much more known for PvP, third place. Very strong.
Jojo is also right behind them,
Yeah.
as well as 5UP and Amfrost and H-Bomb.
H-Bomb, very strong performance here. Good note that I just saw. I think I see 3 yellow yaks already finished.
Yeah.
They were the first team I think that I saw had 3. And Cubfan, not far behind, I think is still in the top 20.
All of Yellow Yaks are doing so well right now. And like we said, if all of them are just pretty good and none of them are in first place, that's still fantastic for their overall team points.
All you need. But look at this, Purple really starting to have a commanding lead. 4 seconds ahead of Pizza Hut.
That is actually crazy. 4 seconds is a lot in
4
something
seconds
like
is a
this.
lot in Ace Race, especially only a lap and a half in. That is really big. Going through the water section here, this is a section where if a player does bonk on a block or something can be very, very crucial to their time. You can see still has about a 4-second lead on Pete. Gained a little bit of time.
Ooh, taking the trident shortcut. This is the shortcut. That is going to be terrible for him.
And messes it up again.
He's still going for it.
Wow. This
Purple,
is
come on, let's go, man. Oh, he bumped into someone that time.
This is unreal.
Oh, no. He is down to 8th from that.
That is absolutely unbelievable. But honestly, I would have expected him to lose more time than he did there. It's important in a situation like that. When you're a player like Purple, you are one of the greatest to ever play this game. You need to not lose your confidence. You have to have trust in yourself to be able to be like, okay, yeah, I messed up, it happens. But there's still a lap and a half to go.
Yeah.
You need to at least, maybe you can't get first now, but you got to get at least top 5 for your team.
Yeah, and that really shows the gamble that these players are taking when they're taking the shortcuts.
Yeah, I would say in this map, specifically Clouds 2, that is by far the riskiest shortcut, just because in Minecraft, like sometimes tridents are finicky.
Shadoon also messing up a little bit there.
That is going to be a little bit unfortunate. We'll see if any of the players go for a shortcut here. Fruit is going to go for it, hits the jump, is through the shortcut. Good use of trident, couldn't get all the way up, but is still able to get in a little bit of time on Pete there.
Yeah.
Only a 1.5 second lead for Pizza Hut, and Shadoon only 2 seconds behind Fruit.
Yeah, he's on the tail of Pete right now. He sees him. He is in his sights.
This is really, really crucial. The pathing here is really important. The use of the booster pads is crucial. Now, it would have been nice if Fruit was able to not bump his legs on that last little bit there. But again, Pete is going to finish the lap first. Fruit is going to be a little bit behind, and all the other runners are going to start getting through here in the top 10.
About 3 seconds behind.
And Frost in 4th for Yellow Yaks.
Yellow Yaks.
Yeah, Yellow is looking really good here.
2 Lime Llamas in the top 10.
Okay.
That is going to be important.
Oh, I'm forgetting everything.
Pete's still in the lead. 2 Green Geckos in the top 10. I think 5UP is just in the top 10.
Oh,
that's going to be unfortunate for Pete.
Oh, Fruitberries is right
Still in the
there.
lead. And Fruit falls!
Fruitberries,
no!
Oh, that's going to be rough.
And Frost in second now.
Yeah, that allows
Frost is in second.
Shadoon
Shadoon's still in
also
third.
passes Fruitberries.
That is going to be tough. I wonder if we'll see Purple have a bounce back lap here. This is going to be really crucial. This is the last lap.
Yep.
It all comes down to this. You're more comfortable with the map at this point. What shortcuts have you found? What movement do you like? What are you not confident with? You want to make sure in the last lap that you do not have any huge errors. Pete going through the one high section very, very cleanly. You can see his split score there was almost a second faster than his last one.
7 seconds behind.
It's a monster lead from Pete. I don't know what happened to Antfrost. We weren't able to see it, but this lead is unbelievable.
It's crazy when he's afforded himself this sort of lead that he would still take the water section that aggressively. He could chill out a little bit, but no, he's extending the lead.
It just shows the confidence that Pete has as a player in this event, as an Ace Race runner. Goes through the legs as well. They get the shortcut onto the clouds, through the flowers, gets the speed, and is going to be able to finish up pretty soon here.
Yeah, and
less
looks
than
like
a minute to go. This is going to be a really, really fast lap from Pete. It honestly might have sub 230 potential. This is really fast.
But it looks like Ant and Fruit Berries and Shadoon are all battling out for second place. Fruit is still a couple seconds ahead. He must have caught up from that one debacle he had.
Yes. It is going to be close. And it looks like Antfrost just squeaked in there for a second ahead of Shadoon. So those two have to be very close. Is Pete going to go for the shortcut? No. Going to play it safe. Smart. Is not chasing the sub 230 lap.
He's
cannot
12
blame
seconds
him.
ahead. I don't know. There's no reason to try it.
Do not blame him at all. Another Elytra section here. Again, very smooth, very confident. Don't need to do anything crazy. Just bring it home.
Just maintain.
Super ahead here. Looks like
Maintain,
Antfrost has
Pete.
made it to second, though, ahead of Fruit and Shadoon.
I don't know what happened back there, but that is looking really good for Yellow Yaks.
And this is going to be the finish, the last little section.
Oh.
And it looks like Pete is going to finish.
Pete is the
with
first
a
one to
really
finish.
fast lap. 230.5. Unreal.
But Fruit and Antfrost are battling neck and neck. Who is going to get second place here?
It
And
looks like it's going to be Fruit.
It will be Fruit Berries.
Really nice job. To get a 240 lap after the Trident mishap is still really, really strong. H-Bomb gonna finish 5th, Shadoon 4th, Antfrost 3rd, CPK 6th, Purple 7th. Strong finish from Purple to not totally lose confidence there. 2 people with Purple Pandas in the top 10 is big.
Yeah, as well as Lime. Shadoon and JoJo are also in the top 10.
That is big, that is huge. Captain Sparkle's finishing here for the Yellow Yaks. Gonna get top 15.
That is pretty good.
Owen gonna get 15th after having a very strong first lap. Must have had some troubles later on. Still very, very strong to finish in the top 15.
And we got the rest finishing here.
Green Geckos. The important thing to watch here is what team is going to finish with all of their players first. I don't think we've seen that just yet, but it could be soon. Huge finish for Foolish there. Has a team finished all together yet? I don't think so.
Oh no!
G Nelly just on the last section.
Come on, G, you got this.
Oh, get up, get up, get up.
Oh, you're up.
There we
you're
go.
Up. Let's go, let's go.
That's so annoying.
Nice recovery from the water.
Really, really nice.
I got overtaken.
Now, the important thing here as we're watching the end of this is it is crucial to your team that you finish.
Yes.
It is so, so important. It's going to be, if there is a team that doesn't have a player finish, we really want everyone to be able to collect some coins for their team here. How about finishing? Couple players left. Michael McChill coming in now.
We do still have about 2 minutes left, which I think is going to be enough time for everyone to finish.
It should be enough time. Masayoshi coming through, I believe.
Yeah, Masayoshi is bringing up the rear, but it seems like he's going to finish.
It might be close. 30 seconds behind 39th. I think Masayoshi should be able to do it.
He's got 2 minutes to finish.
I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good.
Let's go, let's go.
Make sure as these final runners finish, make sure to cheer them on. This is a huge moment for their team. They want to be able to finish. They want to get points on the board. G Nelly right there.
Go, G, go. Let's go, G. Let's get some cheers for G.
You want to hold the Trident for a little longer, get the boost. Finds the angle, great angle. There it is.
It's right there, G, let's go.
And it's gonna finish.
And G
Get points on the
finishes in
board.
39.
All down
Masayoshi
to
make it.
Masayoshi right
And
there.
Masayoshi is right
Last little
here.
bit.
Got a whole minute 20 to make it. I
It'll
think
be
he's
fine.
going to make it.
It'll be fine.
Great,
Let's
great
go,
job.
Masayoshi.
No DNFs here for Ace Race. Everybody completing the course. Which team, though, completed with the highest average? average placement. We're not quite sure yet.
I'm really excited to see the point breakdown here. I think it might have been Yellow Yaks, honestly. I think it's going to be either Yellow Yaks, maybe Purple Pandas. I'm really excited to see this.
I mean, first place gets you a lot of points. I'm
First
curious
place
to see
does
what
give you a lot of
Green's going to get.
Yeah, that too.
All the players decompressing after a stressful race.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible how close the battle for first was so late into the race. Players tenths of a second away from each other up until that one final moment, or I think it was when Purple failed at the Trident. That was when things started to fall apart. The leadership started to distance itself from the rest of the pack.
I think we really need to touch on Pete. Almost a sub 230 lap in Ace Race is unbelievable.
Incredible
huge,
stuff
huge
there.
Performance.
The peanut butter and jelly are fighting with each other. In the meantime, big thanks to Samsung for providing all the monitors at our PC setups in the arena this weekend. Our streamers are enjoying the 27-inch Odyssey G5 and the 24-inch Odyssey G3 monitors, but you can check out the full Odyssey gaming monitor lineup, including their massive 57-inch Odyssey Neo G9 over at Samsung.com. And exclusively during TwitchCon this weekend, enter SAMTWCH, that's SAMTWCH, at checkout for 10% off any monitor $500 or over. That's a $50 discount, folks, minimum. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. We are halfway through. We're halfway through MCC now.
Wow. It went by so fast already. Everything was just so exciting and high octane. I can't believe we're halfway through.
I always forget how fast the Ace Race goes. It's just such a high stress game. From playing Ace Race, would you say that's the most stressful game in MCC?
Yes. Almost every time I play, my teammates are deafened up. They're muted. No one's talking. I'm still talking because I'm like, oh no, I missed this jump, guys. Oh no.
Well, folks, that one is done. There will be no more Ace Race. We have 3 more modes to play. We're going to take a quick break, let the players take a quick one as well. When we come back, more MCC action live from TwitchCon.
Why is finding shows you love pure chaos? Prime Video makes it easy. Find everything included with Prime.
Everything.
Add and manage your favorite subscriptions.
I love it.
One app, one password, less stress. Prime Video. Find your happy place.
State Farm is there to support you. You can beat Bake Wars.
Time to unite the Muffinverse and take down the Crumb Crew.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta download a patch.
All right, folks, we are live from TwitchCon, halfway through MCC here. JoJo Solo's tweeting recently, MCC live IRL at TwitchCon today. Oh, frick, I'm scared and excited. Folks, well, she's felt the pressure. You heard it earlier. She feels the weight of being undefeated at TwitchCon.
She does. I was just talking to her. She said she's having a good time. Look at her.
She's having a
doing
blast.
So good
She's having a
right
blast,
now.
and she's playing so well.
She is playing super well. JoJo, I think, is one of the best players that MCC has ever seen.
I agree.
So, yeah, right?
Oh, Rambo.
Oh, so we take a look at the chat TV score. Oh, no.
Little sneak peek.
A teaser.
We saw a little bit.
Coming, folks. You didn't see that. You saw nothing there, folks. Man, okay, halfway through. What team? Okay, I feel like the Yellow Yaks is the easy answer here. Has there been another team that has surprised you in how they've performed so far?
I mean, we did talk a little bit about Blue Bats, and they're obviously doing quite well. And then we saw Pete doing really well at Ace Race and a lot of other movement games. But, you know, PvP is coming up, and that is a whole different skill set.
This is going to be crazy. Now, we are talking about what teams that surprise us. Got a little surprise for you guys here. We're not going to just have two casters right now. We're going to welcome Fulham to the stage here. Make some noise for Fulham, chat.
Hi, everyone. Pleasure to be here. Thank you all very much for having me.
How have you enjoyed it so far, the first half of MCC?
Absolutely fantastic. I've got a lovely front row seat right over here, and it's just been so awesome. Seeing some really interesting plays from a few different people so far as well.
Okay.
Some over performances potentially.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it just started, but how's TwitchCon been for you so far?
Oh, amazing. I mean, everything outside. It's a huge arena, you know, flying over from the UK as well. It's bigger than any convention I've been to before.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. I mean, what's been your favorite moment so far? I mean, we've been watching from up here, but you're out there amongst the people, amongst the noise, the energy of the fans here. What's it been like?
I mean, the crowd has been fantastic. You can hear them. They're all really loud. Like, you guys are all doing fantastic, and I think that that's really what you can hear. When you're sitting in that crowd, it's really loud. So everyone who's here, that's fantastic.
Well, the crowd here has been loud, and you've been making some noise in the chats of our 40 participant channels here. Let's take a look as we enter halftime, the Twitch Rivals MC Championship Live, and we're gonna check in with that Chativity score tracker powered by Verizon here. And we will see those scores here in just a moment, folks. Again, we're going to be ramping things up here at halftime. Right now, Rambu's chat is putting everyone else to shame. Tubbo's trying to pull through here, Kara, right? They're 300,000 points behind right now.
300,000 points, that's a lot of points. But I think if anyone's chat can do it, it's Tubbo's. He brings so much energy. His chat mirrors that energy so well. I think he can do it.
Tubbo should maybe get into a fist fight with Rambu next if he wants to.
Tubbo versus Rambu.
I'm
Who's
down
gonna
to
win?
watch it, folks. Let's see it happen. Okay, now we're gonna really ramp things up here during halftime. You've been earning channel points for your communities, and the players have been petting the animals in game to help support you back. Now, during the duration of halftime, you can drop the creeper emote, the S or SSS, as well as the phrase #MC in chat to actively boost your Chativity score on your favorite channels. Remember, this community competition ends after halftime. We're in halftime right now. Once Game 4 starts, it will be over. So the top 10 channels at that point will earn a share of 1,000 gifted subs, including 200 for the #1 community, courtesy of Verizon. We also want to note that the Verizon Chativity tracker accounts for differences in viewership, so it doesn't matter how many people are watching, but more so which communities are most committed and supportive. So get to your favorite channels now. Keep earning channel points. Drop the text #MCC and the creeper emote in chat, and let's see which MCC community is the most engaged for the first ever Twitch Rivals MC Championship live from TwitchCon Las Vegas. It's been incredible so far. We're only halfway through, Kara.
We are halfway through. It's gone by so fast. It has been so exciting, and I cannot wait to see how the next 3 games go, because it's going to be PvP, a completely different skill set than what we've seen before, and we might see some new teams that are going to really shine above the others.
It's fascinating how it kind of like lined up that way with the games that we're getting like all the PvP in the back half here. Let's take a look at some highlights from the first half here. Fulham, I'd love to get your thoughts on the game moments and then what's been your favorite so far.
So it seems like we, started with Rocket Spleef Rush, and some of the underdogs, potentially Yellow Yaks, were really able to perform. We've had a few slip-ups and such, but the fact that they were able to be so consistent throughout, they were able to just take their, their placements and consistently get in that kind of top 10 area. And then we moved on to grid runners, and you know, we saw them demolish the field, get first place, Ampharos popping off there, and Pizza Hut, really clean movement throughout. You know, a very confident movement player, but potentially we were expecting someone like Fruitberries to take the lead. But Pete really pulled through, did absolutely fantastically, and played consistently with not too many mistakes.
So here are the overall standings after 3 rounds. The Yellow Yaks still on top, and it looks like they actually secured still the most points of any team. The Green Geckos, massive performance there in Ace Race to earn 2,500 coins themselves, but still 2,560 here curl away for the Yellow Yaks.
Yeah, and I think what's really interesting here is we haven't really talked about Purple Pandas too much, but they've quietly made it to second place with a pretty sizable lead. Again, these multipliers will continue getting stronger. The fourth game will be ×2, as it says at the top, but 600 isn't nothing, and I think going into the PvP games, Purple Pandas is one of the better teams. Purple is very well known for PvP. I think they're going to do extremely well.
For our teams that are there in the kind of 6th through 10th spot here, Kara and Fulham, I'd love both your thoughts. The Red Rabbits, Coyotes, Geckos, Parrots, Axolotls. Which team you think is best poised to actually make the run into the top 2?
Gotta look and see who's on the team.
I think I have mine.
I think Green still has not shown
Geckos?
their full potential, yes.
Okay.
I think Green still has a lot that they want to bring out and show to everybody, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh, Sneak heard the commentary here. He's feeling
I meant
very
Cyan.
confident.
I meant to say Cyan Coyotes.
So a little bit colorblind. Just a little, it's not quite
Sorry,
great. It's just a little
they're
blue.
very close. The colors are so similar.
A little more blue in there. What about you, Fulham?
I would have to say that the Red Rabbits have a really good opportunity to bring this one back. I think that Tubbo has really got to kind of unlock himself here. I think that he's got some opportunities to perform in the PvP games and, you know, really drag his team through and potentially higher up the scoreboard. And I do think he can do that. As well as, of course, the other 3 members on the team. Fruitberries, of course, well known for his kind of Sky Battle antics, and I'm really excited to see what he does in that Sky Battle potentially.
All right, well, chat got to participate. I've just been told this. Chat got to participate on what the next game mode is going to be.
Yes.
Apparently the vote...
That's a big thing with MCC at the halfway point.
Okay, well, the vote has been closed. The game mode is... I'm not allowed to tell you, actually. Let's go to Glitter. Glitter is standing by with one of our competitors. Glitter, who you got?
That's right, Wavepunk. I'm with S Major right now, currently in 3rd place overall. Less than 1,000 coins behind the Purple Pandas. How's the squad feeling so far?
Pretty good. We're all very happy with the game order so far. We think our stronger games will hopefully be the last 3, so fingers crossed we can pull back those coins and finally knock Yellow out first. So that's the goal.
All right, I love it. I love it. How's your experience been so far, not only at TwitchCon, but specifically here in the Twitch Rivals Arena?
Really good. It's wild to think that like when we started this, I never thought we'd actually be doing like a live one, which is wild. So, and nothing's broken so far, so that's great.
It's, you know, thankful for the small things. We can hear just how much support you guys have in the crowd right now. So many people cheering for you. How's the team feeling right now with all of that love and support?
It's insane. It's such a different energy, like getting to just be in the space together and like look over and see each other's reactions, and the amazing audience every time they cheer when we do anything is really fun. So it's been great.
All right, well, we're almost ready to get into the next game mode. I'll let you get your headset back on, ready to go. Thank you for chatting with us.
Thank you, of course. See you later.
All right, we'll let them go. See how they continue to fare here in the competition. But speaking of headsets, this weekend during Twitch Rivals, all of our streamers are rocking the new InZone H5 gaming headsets from Sony. They can be used wirelessly or wired, have bi-directional boom mic, and AI-based noise reduction for clearer comms. Plus, they weigh just 260 grams and have a battery life of 28 hours. Of course, thanks so much to Sony for gearing our streamers up with these state-of-the-art InZone headsets. You can head on over to the Sony booth this weekend and check out the truly wireless InZone buds as well. But like we heard Wavepunk saying earlier, you guys have been voting at home which game mode we're going to be playing next. We'll let you know what that is when we come back right after this break.
Good poor Geckos. The Geckos. All right, listen, I know it's not looking good, okay? But the Geckos can still do it, all right? Listen, I know you gotta give us another chance.
you stop talking to me?
Oh, barnacles. Oh, barnacles. It's all up to chat. Look at everything here.
Why is finding shows you love pure chaos? Prime Video makes it easy. Find everything included with Prime.
Everything.
Add and manage your favorite subscriptions.
I love it.
One app, one password, less stress. Prime Video. Find your happy place.
Welcome back to TwitchCon Las Vegas, folks. Day one of our Twitch Rivals competition is rolling on strong, folks. Tubbo is being Tubbo, which is all we ever want him to be. We're very happy to have him here on the stage with us, folks. State Farm is the presenting sponsor of our Twitch Rivals Arena, and they are ready for 3 days of neighborly fun, including hooking up the crowd with light-up wristbands available by our Twitch Rivals entrance. State Farm is helping Twitch Rivals take things to a new level like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. We appreciate State Farm for being a part of the Twitch Rivals family for many years now. And we've got quite a competition ahead of us. We're at halftime here, Kuraway, but we're not at half of the points served. I feel like kind of like a third of the way through all the coins are going to be handed out.
Absolutely. And something to note while we have these PvP games later on, a lot of times in PvP games, there is a lot more difference in the scores. Like, it's not going to be as even as it's been in the past. Like, you can have one player really just pop off with kills, and a team can win by like 3,000 coins. So it really can be anyone's game. There's not any team that I would say is 100% out of it yet.
Okay, cool. I mean, the Orange Ocelots is the team that I think of when I think about PvP right now, especially with a player like Masayoshi. He's got skill sets from previous games that very directly are going to translate into Minecraft here, and he's been playing Minecraft a lot this year as well. Are there other teams that you think the PvP is really going to favor?
I think Blue Bats are still going to do really well. They have at least 3 people on that team that are amazing at PvP, and Gumi is nothing to shake a stick at either.
What about you, Fulham?
I do agree with you. I think that Orange will really perform in a game like Meltdown. I think that they're going to be able to... It's a mixture of communication and individual skill. So I do think that they have exactly what they need to really, make some gains during that game.
All right, well, we are getting into the Decision Dome, but remember, the players are not going to decide this mode. You already have, chat, and we're going to find out what mode you chose in the audience takeover.
This is always fun watching the audience fall.
It's a bunch of people instead of chickens this time.
Where will they walk?
Just milling about.
Closed up. It is Meltdown.
Meltdown. Okay, well, folks, the crowd just melted down there. Let's find out how Meltdown works.
Welcome to the part where every team tries their hardest to not have a total meltdown in Meltdown. Here's how to play.
Meltdown is a 3-round team elimination game where teams are released into a massive sprawling industrial facility, with the goal of looting coins and staying alive. Players are armed with freezing bows, where hitting a player with just one arrow will freeze them solidly in place.
Players can use deployable heaters to slowly unfreeze their teammates, so to truly eliminate a team, all 4 players must be frozen at once. Now, the reactor in this facility is very unstable, and it's starting to overheat.
As the game progresses, the facility gradually degrades, melting rooms away and pushing players to the very centre. Don't get stuck inside a melting room though, or you'll be gone for good. Coins are earned by finding and looting bonus crates dotted around the facility, and also from fully eliminating a team.
Let's play Meltdown.
All right, this feels like the closest thing we have to a looter shooter in this game. You gotta go get the loot, get the coins, but also take out the other people so they can't take it from you.
Yeah, this is also the closest thing to an FPS we're gonna get. So players like Masayoshi, I think are going to do really well.
And I love that we're looking at the Yellow Yaks right now. I think everyone's eyes are on them. We've seen how strong they've been up until this point, but even in Captain Sparkle's words, this is where they're going to struggle. Can they meet the pressure that's coming at them?
And I think some things to note about Meltdown is a lot of the PvP is all about the endgame. You don't want to take fights early. You really want to take fights late. Focus on coins early on. And something else to note that the video didn't touch on is the tele-pickaxe. Only one player can mine coins at a time, so communication is going to be really crucial.
Yeah, and you can see here Sparkles has, pretty much everyone has their map in their offhand so they can see exactly where they need to go. And the fun thing about this is a lot of the rooms are going to be shared amongst a bunch of the teams. So you really have to get there quickly, make sure you see every single angle. And it looks like there's a fight starting right now, Fulham.
Here we go. This looks like it's the first encounter. Is it purple versus yellow? Both looking to encroach onto this room with a big crate of coins right in the middle, waiting for that to be unlocked. This is where all of the fights are going to take place, around these coins, around these crates full.
Yeah, and this is really important. You can see Purple wanted to place the heater down early in case they do get shot. Pink looks like they're fighting Blue. This is a huge fight. Hannah pushing in, is able to get George.
George getting frozen immediately.
Whoa, another fight was happening during this.
Aqua being taken down really, really quickly.
Already, that's going to really scupper their points because they're not able to get any more coins throughout this exact round here. Can't mine any more of the crates.
Oh, what a shot from JoJo!
It's all to Gumi.
Shadoon and JoJo doing really well.
Really important here to get the heaters
Gumi,
down.
And Gumi's going crazy.
It is just Gumi. Like I said, she's nothing to shake a stick at.
Bad Boy Halo unfrozen though.
Yeah, unfreezing Bad Boy Halo. She's putting down a heater for her other teammates, which is really smart to do right here.
Yeah, really, really strong heater positioning. You could see the one person on Lime is kind of stuck here. I don't think they're ever going to get unfrozen. They just get eliminated.
Lime has been eliminated. Going from taking people down to being eliminated. That is so surprising.
That was a fantastic play by Gumi right there.
Orange is out. Yeah, Orange is also out.
A lot of teams taking a lot of early fights. I'm actually surprised at how many teams have been fully eliminated already.
Very true.
The middle room hasn't even been unlocked yet.
Gumi doing some really good positioning here, not really peeking out around the corners too much, just getting enough to see exactly where things are.
Hoping to see some more F5 usage, get some extra perspective, look around corners without having to peek particularly.
Absolutely.
Red is gone.
Red being out is huge because they were
AMZ got squashed. CPK got caught in a melting room.
That is going to be really unfortunate for Purple here. As the video mentioned, the rooms do melt down literally. You cannot get caught in them. You will fall in lava. And then you can't get any coins. This is going to be really crucial. Pink Parrot's actually in the lead here. We haven't talked about them in a while. Sapnap, a game like this is perfect for him.
100%. We can see that all of the Cyan Coyotes are still alive here, taking their time, and it does look like there's a green team on the other side of this room.
Don't think they see each other yet.
In a fight?
Do they see each other yet?
It is the Green Geckos.
Green
They're
is
behind.
going.
Huge shot!
There's the shot.
Oh, great shots by the Green Geckos.
2 players frozen already. Pushing in, great heater
They
usage.
took them very much by surprise here.
Illumina getting 3 there, but getting frozen by Foolish.
Oh, frozen again! But don't worry, there's a heater right next to Pete.
This is really, really interesting. This close quarter fight, every team trying to get to this middle room.
Guys, the Yellow Yaks are still up, and they're still earning points.
The Yellow Yaks, they don't need to.
Triple elimination from Foolish.
That was an amazing play by the Green Geckos. They had to just keep going, but all of their heater placement was very, very good.
I find it really interesting. There were so many team fights early on, and now just finally another team is eliminated. It is the Blue Bats. Wow. What a shot from Foolish!
Foolish is being the sniper of his team right now.
And the middle room is open.
Amazing shots.
Foolish is
mining.
cooking. Someone's rushed.
Gets frozen.
Looked like Captain Puffy was down there getting some early coins.
The
Maybe even
Yaks
going
are
for a
gone.
sacrifice play.
And look how up Pink is. Over 300 coins. This is unbelievable. Huge round for them. And it looks like Pink still has control of the middle. Huge shots coming out.
Oh my God.
Are they going to be able to mine the last little bit here? They are. Pink is going to have a dominating lead after round 1 here.
Sapnap doing so many good
performance.
shots. George providing some backup for Sapnap, who's down in the middle. And they win the round!
That was big.
They got all the gold, they got all the kills. They are feeling really good right now.
Almost double the coins of second place. Pink Parrots really taking a lead into game 2 here and deserved that pop-off afterwards. I love to see that from Sapnap, really showing how interactive this game is and showing how intense it can be as well.
Yeah, Sapnap is amazing at PvP. Sylvie and Captain Puffy also really, really good. George, also very fantastic.
Sapnap has to be a top 5, like, Minecraft content creator pop-off person. Just always great reactions. Something to note here going into this second round is there seems to be a break after the top 3. You could see green and yellow very similar in coins. Orange Ocelot's a little bit off, so grabbing these early coins to kind of get yourself back in there, you might have to accept that pink is going to have a strong lead, but you can still get yourself in the top 3 here for sure.
100%. And don't forget that this game is going to be multiplied by 2. However, the next 2 games have even bigger multipliers. So even if you are down in that 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th places, there's always more coins to be earned later on.
And here we go. Pink in a coin room. Are they alone? Are they going to be able to locate? They do see the coins. They do potentially see another team. And Aqua's out again.
No.
Wow.
What happened, Aqua?
The thing with Meltdown is it's very much all or nothing. You can get no points or you can get just thousands of points. This is the great divider of the games.
It is. This is like we were saying, PvP games. This is where you're going to start to see a huge shift. Really, any team up until this game could be the winners.
We've got someone frozen. Is that Sylvie?
It is going to be top. Orange getting frozen too.
Oh my god.
Stabbed in the back.
It looks like there's 3 teams here.
Third party are out. Orange, and that's fancy.
That has to be Orange.
Orange is gone.
Orange is gone.
Orange is out.
Huge plays from Pete to keep his team alive. But while all this is happening, no team has been able to grab the coins. I think
we have Pink here.
Pink might have been able to grab them.
Oh!
George may have got that snipe off Pink.
He may have.
And green is out.
Green is
Pink
gone.
is dominating.
Oh my god, imagine trying to escape Sapnap. You turn around and George is right there.
Wow.
So many
what a nightmare.
fights here.
Yeah, again, I'm really shocked at the amount of early fights we're seeing. We're down to 4 teams before the middle has even been unlocked.
Yellow's still alive, trying to be very, very stealthy, trying to be very careful here.
That's something we haven't really spoken about. Yellow Yaks have said that this may not be their best game, the second half of the game, but they're in second place right now.
They're doing very good. They haven't had to take that many fights. Yeah, they haven't had to take too many fights. They're just kind of playing their own game. And then something like Meltdown, you don't have to take the fights. If you are just the team mining the coins, sneaking behind people, that can be huge. This is a really interesting spot for a fight. A lot of corner play here.
Yep.
Elena looking for an angle, trying to unfreeze teammates. And it looks like the rest of Red isn't able to really help their team here.
Where's JoJo?
I don't see him.
And here we go.
Oh, what an angle from Elena.
Elena
huge
gets
shot.
Amazing shot on the Bekyamon. Okay. Good job, Elena.
That was a great snipe through the
They
window.
don't want to stick around though.
The middle is going to be unlocked here. Lime is trying to position themselves in 5th now, but could easily jump into the top 3.
Looks like they've lost JoJo. Oh no, JoJo's over there.
JoJo, I think, is
JoJo might be frozen. Yeah, they had to leave her.
JoJo is going to be out of this.
Oh, that's so sad.
Sorry, JoJo.
The middle room is really what's going to be the
And look at this angle. They knew Red was going to come through here. Huge shots, and that's it. Red's out.
Amazing shot.
Wow.
Oh, JoJo got caught in a melting room and is out.
But look at this. Pink has amazing positioning here. They're already up 600 coins. Could easily be up 1,000. They just have to play their game slow. No reason to rush. Wait for the coins to unlock. Be confident about your positioning. It's okay the puppy gets frozen because Sylvie's right there. The shots onto yellow are going to be crucial.
Yeah, as long as the heater is out, they don't have too much to worry about.
Kara, do you think that if Yellow Yaks decided to maybe go for a sacrifice play and go all out for the center coins, they may be able to take some?
I think that's what they're doing right now.
Oh, they got frozen in the middle.
Not enough.
Oh, no.
Pink get frozen.
This is going to be a huge play for
Oh my
Lime.
god.
There's so many teams mining the coins.
In the middle.
4 different colors right in
4
that middle
different
section.
colors.
What a jump from Awesome,
Lime
dude.
does not even see. Yellow is just going straight for it. But Lime was waiting in the wings just to freeze everybody. Oh my god, there is so much going on in the middle right now.
And all the coins are gone. It's just about getting the final kills here.
We got someone
Captain Sparkle still alive for Yellow Yaks.
but you can see the room melting down. It's
Trying
going
to
to
get some
be
heaters
all
down.
about Coral.
It is heating down. He has to get out of
Needs to
there.
get this shot. And needs to get
Oh,
And
no.
team is frozen.
CPK gets a nice snipe from across the map.
That was still an amazing.
Who's the last team left? Is it going to be
Pandas.
purple?
It's purple. It's purple.
And there it is.
Are the winners. Woo.
That was fantastic. And now look, as you say, Purple Pandas up into third.
Look,
Oh my God, they are
what a
so
pop-off.
excited.
The game's not over, though.
They still got one more round. Come on.
They got to reload here. Re-Rack got round 3 coming up, and look how close the leaderboard is.
Fantastic reaction, though. That was fantastic.
We got pink, yellow, and purple all battling for first place. Whoever I think wins this round of those 3 is going to end up being projected into first.
This is going to be important. Again, we've seen early fights be the big detriment to a lot of teams. What teams are going to play passive, just focus on the middle?
Sapnap leading the charge for his team.
Sapnap just tearing through this map right now, running past the coin crates, hoping his team picks them up, and he's trying to get extra territory on this map, get some extra room so that his team can play and look for some flanks.
Really good use
no,
of
we
that
should go
flash
this
from
corner. Go this
Sapnap.
corner. Come here,
Purple,
come here, come here.
very strong shot caller. Having the room under control is really important. Telling his team to spread out, check corners, make sure you're together.
We also,
Yeah, the scary part about this is a team could come from any direction. You really have to keep your eyes open.
Oh, look at this spot from Pete.
A fight between blue and green here.
Looks like green should be okay.
Yeah.
Cyan is out.
Oh, that is not going to be good for them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what an angle from Puns.
There's nowhere for me to run.
Puns is the only one left unfrozen on the blue team.
He's going to need to try and get that heater down to his teammates.
He's got to go
Also
fast.
avoid the snipes potentially from green.
This is going to be really unfortunate for Blue Bats if Puns is not able to unfreeze his team because they are so low on the board. They need all the points they can.
Yep. We also have a fight between red and orange here. Everyone is still
we need to move.
Oh,
Yeah, I need
Scott
to
gets frozen, but he's right next to a bunch of heaters.
This should be okay. The worry for Orange, though, is that these rooms are going to start melting down. They're in a weird spot. They are able to escape.
Yeah, they may want to just leave this fight.
The issue potentially for Orange here is that the capture crates have been unlocked, so they may miss out on those center coins.
Dave is frozen. They need to put a heater down right now.
I can't place it. I can't place it.
Owen cannot find a spot to place the heater because the box says there it is.
And using your teammate as cover
Fruits on the
is
fly.
also a valid.
What a shot!
Strawberries. Ooh, amazing shot.
There's one on you, Scott.
Oh, Dave, once
It's
again.
just Owen left.
Oh,
great shot!
God, amazing shot by Owen.
Amazing use of the ice as a cover there. Really strong. But is not able to get around. Is anyone on Orange unfrozen? Or is that it?
No.
Either way, the room is melting now, so they may lose a few players.
Tubbo is popping off right now. He is the last one unfrozen on his team.
Pre-placing the heater, very smart. So if he does get frozen, he may be able to.
He does not see Scott here.
They gotta get the shot.
Oh my God, he gets Scott! But he is taken down by Owen. The room is melting down.
Tubbo is not a fan.
It's melting.
Unfortunately, that spells disaster for the orange team because the room has already started melting down and they have fallen into the lava.
I'm
So
sorry.
now we want to see. But while all this is happening, look at the points that Pink Parrot has. 3,200 coins. Unreal.
Half of the players remain, and the final rooms are melting. The center room is going to be the final place to fight off between these 20 players that are left. A few frozen already over here for Owen.
Oh, look at this fight.
Pink is gone!
Oh, Pink's out!
Incredible!
Our #1 placing team so far already eliminated.
They're not going to be able to get any more coins.
Lime looking very good here.
Look at how close 2, 3, 4 are. 50 coins separating 2, 3, and 4 right now.
They do
And
have some heaters down though. Ooh.
any of these teams could pass Pink.
Certainly, because Pink aren't already eliminated.
They can't get
Having
any more.
those central coins could be so helpful for these guys.
We have not seen yellow at all. What are they up to?
Yellow are being sneaky, and I like it.
They're just sneaking around. They don't want any of these early fights. They want to go straight for the gold.
And getting those coins has allowed them to get up as
It
high as
looks
they are.
like teams are
We got
starting to
Lime
go.
going in immediately. Five up, getting a couple before getting frozen himself.
Wow, Purple Panda's getting a good few kills here. But
oh my
it looks
goodness.
like Lime, Jojo in the middle, getting all of the crates.
Jojo really cleaning up here. But here comes Purple.
CPK in the middle, looking for a snipe on Shadoon.
Oh!
Might be the last player left.
It's just pandemonium. There's just 10 people frozen in the middle.
Frozen.
Look at this positioning on top of the ice for Purple. Huge, huge, huge way to see more of the map. Is he going to be able to freeze the last person?
He's the last alive for Purple.
And get the shot! That should be it! Game over!
That's it!
Let's go, Purple!
A huge pop-off.
I guess what we missed is that Yellow was already dead. Oops.
Would you say that the end game was Purple Pandasmonium?
I would say that. As a Purple Panda enjoyer, I would say that.
Okay, good. Good. I'm glad.
Can you say it right now?
A Purple Pandemonium.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Say that 5 times.
Brilliant stuff. Wow. We've said it. We've been commenting on it the entire time. Purple still hunting down that first win. How much would it mean to do it on the Purple Pandas as well?
That would be insane. I think Purple kind of has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder right now, and if he proves himself to get to Dodgebolt and wins Dodgebolt in the very first live MCC, I think that'll make him incredibly happy.
We'll take a look at the replays here. Sapnap trying to single-handedly will his team into victory lane. It worked in the first round, but the other two not going as well here. They do come out, I believe, with still the most points, though. They will win the game overall.
Yes.
They did get the most coins in across the 3 rounds. However, you're right in saying Purple was able to take 2 first places in the second 2 games, which was, fantastic for them. Really good for their point score.
It's always the scariest thing in Meltdown. You never know who's around the corner.
That's scary.
Peter, oh my god.
I have never seen it so crowded on the platform before.
An amazing play from CPK.
I'm crazy!
That was unreal. Yeah.
I love this snipe from Purple here.
Yeah, using the ice as cover is so important. And we can see here.
This is the score from this game. The Pink Parrot's going to take first place with 3,400 coins, but the Purple Pandas, what a rally. Only 300 less than them. And that will be added to their total tally. The Yellow Yaks, I gotta say, I think they really benefited from all that early fighting there.
They did.
They were able to sneak their way deeper and deeper into the game.
Oh, that brings Pink up to third. What
It's
an
getting
amazing
close.
comeback by Pink.
Pink and Purple there. So close. Yeah, Purple was already in second now. Only 1,000 off of the Yellow Yaks.
Yep.
And then another 1,100 there, Fulham, for the Pink Parrots behind second.
Yellow doing well enough to keep in that first place and still have a huge gap. They've still got 1,000 coins of difference even. And the final 2 games are what it's really going to come down to, because there's a 2.5x multiplier on these coins for game number 5. And that's what's going to be really crucial.
Wow. This is crazy. This is so crazy as this is coming down to the wire for these teams. So
This is MCC.
This is Minecraft Championship.
Incredible, incredible stuff. Stories on every side of it as well here, Kuroway. Like every team that is in the running to win this thing has a reason why it's special uniquely to them.
Absolutely, and there's still, like we're saying, 2 games to go. There's more storylines to be written. We don't know. A game like Sky Battle still, you can win by so many coins where we could see a team that's in 6th or 7th just automatically catapult themselves into Dodgeball.
Okay, well, folks, 2 more games to go. We're going to be rolling right into game number 5 here. They're getting ready for the Decision Dome, and they will be making these choices. Fulham, thank you so much for joining us here. Any final thoughts you got before we let you go enjoy the rest of the con?
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you, Twitch Rivals. Everyone here has been making so much noise, and I really want it to be even louder. In that Dodgeball finale, I expect the roof to be blown off this place.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show, man.
Thank you very much.
All right. We can see people getting dunked already.
Oh, dunking Pink.
Well, I guess George did dunk
Some things
us,
to note,
be fair.
Illumina has a Mega Chicken. And S Major let a Fox loose. We haven't really talked about that. That just kind of chases the chickens around randomly and is going to kill some of them.
Looks like they're going for Sky Battle here.
That's really interesting.
Oh, there are a lot in...
This is actually going to be close. I don't know if the Mega Chicken is going to be enough.
I was just thinking that as well.
It is going to be to get to the other side as the 5th game.
All right. How does it work?
Remind me, what was the goal of this game again?
It's to get to the other side, or as we like to call it, TGTTOS. Here's how to play.
TGTTOS is a frantic parkour game contested through 6 separate rounds, each featuring a different map. When each round starts, players get 90 seconds to traverse the challenge in front of them, get to the other side, and simply punch a chicken.
Sounds easy? Well, falling off the map sends you back to the start. And not only can other players punch you off, but there's mobs and traps too. Players earn coins for their team based on their placement in each round. Also, the first team to have all 4 members punch a chicken, each round gets some bonus coins.
Let's play to get to the other side.
Okay, cool. So how the game works, it's just built into the title.
Yeah, get to the other side.
How hard can it be?
If only it was that simple.
Just press W, forehead.
Just, yeah.
Right? No.
Well,
No? Okay.
there's a little more to it, especially with Terra Swoop Force.
Yeah, turn on your FOV if you turned it on.
I always love seeing the Elytra round. Terra Swoop Force, a phenomenal game mode. Gonna use the Elytra here. This will be the only course with an Elytra. And we won't see a lot of PvPing because it is very difficult to do with the Elytra. The thing here that's going to be really important is going to be just the general movement of all the players. You know, think about who did very well on Ace Race. Those players are probably going to do very well in to get to the other side.
Is there any sort of team dynamic here, or is this another deafen up and just focus?
It's kind of deafen up. For this one, it's a lot more deafen up. For the future ones, you will want to have a more team communication, because if someone on your team is really good at placing blocks and bridging is what they call it, you want to follow them. You want to follow their path because they know what they're doing. So for someone like me, I follow someone who knows what they're doing because I don't.
Yeah, that's a really good point. The thing that's so interesting about to get to the other side is, as we're seeing, this is an Elytra course. There's going to be so many different courses throughout these rounds that are just going to make it so interesting. And you're seeing Bad Boy Halo Illumina, unfortunately, not hitting things. Pete is absolutely flying.
Pete is cracked at this. So a little trivia about this. This is the only map that you can actually practice ahead of time, because this is part of a different map that Nox Crew has created. It's called Terra Swoop Force. It's really fun. You should play
Does
it.
clip the water a little bit to lose some speed. I think it will still be enough.
I don't think it's going to matter. Oh,
Amazing.
he's gotten first place.
Really clean.
So something else to remember about this game is the first teams to completely finish get a huge bonus. So Orange Ocelots, Pink Parrots get huge bonuses because their full team has finished. So in that aspect, it is more of a team game as well.
Absolutely, and similar to Ace Race as well, you really want to just finish. If you're able to finish, if you're not feeling super confident, you just want to be able to finish for your team. That's going to be crucial.
Go, Goomy, go!
Good save from Gumi there. Is going to be able to finish for her team.
We've got 18 seconds. Can everybody finish? Let's go, Michael.
Michael should make it.
Let's go, Michael! He's got 10 seconds to punch that chicken.
Punch that chicken.
And everyone has completed. That might be the first time everyone has finished the Terra Swoop Force course. I am so proud of everyone.
That was awesome to see.
Glad we got that one done.
Next course. This is the new Las Vegas course for TwitchCon. No one has played this map before. It does seem to be one where you place blocks, so we're going to see players, as Kara said, you want to follow someone you're confident with. It doesn't even have to be your teammate sometimes, but you just want to follow someone you know is confident.
I always follow fruit berries.
That is a very smart decision. You can see some players getting a lead. Different pathings here. Looks like Pete is going to just try and bridge up.
Look at how fast he is going.
But is that gonna be the way to go? You can see some people just riding along the buildings. Fruitberry's one of the best block placers in the world. Going to be going through the side here.
Oh my gosh!
But it looks like
Look
some
at him
people
go!
found a better path. Owen, what a save!
Save by Owen here.
And Purple finished first.
Let's
Big
go Purple!
finish.
Fruitberries gets second.
A lot of
And
people
Owen
from
in
Red.
third.
3 people in Red finished top 10. If the last person, if Michael's able to finish here with a really solid time, this could be huge for Red Rabbits.
The rivalry between Fruit and Purple is beautiful.
It really is. Cyan is going to be the first team to finish one spot before Orange.
Ooh, Yellow getting the third full team. That's going to be really helpful for them.
Guys, the Yaks aren't losing. It's they can't keep getting away with this.
They are absolutely dominating. They are playing really well. Again, another map where it looks like everyone should be able to finish here. Sylvie going to clock in.
Let's go, Sylvie!
And it looks like the last 2 people on Pink
So
are going to round us out here in the second round.
Something else to note is you can knock other people off. So if you're following someone, you can punch them off.
All right, guys, you're gonna have to do better than that.
What the flip, Scott? Thank you for censoring yourself.
This map here, it is just the dome. This might look familiar to you. This is the lobby before you get to the dome. They have set it up for a to get to the other side map. Very common map. It is going to be very interesting. Another block placing map. And watch out for the shortcut underneath the ramp.
That's probably what Purple's going for. Oh, we got some people falling immediately.
You don't want to go that direction.
This is a good angle. You'll be able to see if anyone does go for the shortcut here. It looks like everyone's staying high.
Oh, good catches.
Oh, someone does go low. You could see. Who is it? It's someone on Purple. It might be Purple himself.
Yeah, you can see
Farood
right
is
down
there, but look at Purple. He took the shortcut, and it's going to pay off.
Oh, my God.
He's going to finish first again. Farood in second again.
Andy, let's go! Third!
Purple, very